Man, oh man, what the hell did you shoot my pard with, sir, if you don't mind my asking? No, it's all right, Henry, you can ask. It was a buffalo gun, a Sharp's rifle. Manny took it out of Ross's scabbard and showed it to Henry. Then Manny asked Henry, "How many of Martin's pards are going to be willing to fight against this gun, you think, Henry?" Henry was not quick to answer, but said, when he was ready, "Not many of them, I would think, sir. The damn thing threw splinters all over us before my pard stood up and made a stupid play for his pistol. I was telling him we ought to give it up. We ought to tell you men whatever you wanted to know and go home. $10 sure as hell is not worth our life, not in my view, but he was a stubborn cuss all his life. So, it happened the way it did. I guess I should tell you there are more like us, many more to whom Martin's been giving money, or his whore has been servicing, who are willing to try and stop you from taking Martin. There are a bunch of them in the saloon in town right now wondering what happened out here. It's close enough to town to where you can hear the shots there, especially from that damn cannon you used to kill my pard. I would guess someone's going to come out here and take a look-see soon." About the time Henry ended his comments about the men in the saloon, there came a dust plume on the horizon. All of them could see the plume and knew it represented many more than just one man. Jonas, who had ridden on a way toward Calipatria, came running back on his horse as fast as he could. He slid to a halt, dropped the reins of the horse as he dismounted, and said, "I think we got maybe 15 or 20 minutes, I'm guessing, but from the dust plume and what I was able to see standing on top of my horse, I'd say there are about 20 of them. I couldn't tell for sure, but it looked like Martin was in the lead group of them. There are two groups. One's coming fast and hard, the other's coming at a trot, it looks like. But it could change any time, I'm sure." Henry Little chuckled a little and said, "Those ones who are trotting on their horses won't have much stomach for a fight, I would guess. After the first few rounds are fired, they're going to hightail it back to Calipatria. But the ones in front are kind of like my pard here, a little stubborn, probably full of the booze like he was and willing to die to see what's going on out here for sure. Crazy thing is, they don't know Martin much at all." While Henry was talking, Jonas was digging with one of his metal plates and creating a kind of berm. He said to Ross and the rest of them, "If you guys'll get with it, you have a little time to get one of these built too. I saw it done in the army a lot, and it saved a lot of lives." He got the berm about a foot high or a little less, and ran around getting some big rocks and putting them in face of the berm. By the time Jonas was finished, everyone else was doing the same thing. Ross put his little parapet right next to the wheel of the wagon that was facing toward the group which was riding hard at them. Ralph and Jonas were at the other end of the wagon. Manny stayed next to Ross. They could see all the riders. Ross took out the sharps and looked through the scope. With Jonas' help, he picked out Martin and let Martin get about 200 yards away from the wagon before he shot the horse out from under Martin. Before shooting Manny's horse out from under him, Ross said to Manny, "I really don't want to kill a bunch of these men. If it becomes necessary, I will, Manny. I hope it'll not be necessary. These men are just ordinary people who've chosen a friend, and the friend's leading them astray. They don't deserve to die just for those reasons." Ross yelled at Jason and Ralph before shooting Martin's horse, "Let me take the lead on this one. See what I can work out here." Martin went down head first, and his horse went down hard. It was evident right away either Martin was hurt or knocked out, or maybe he was dead. Martin just laid there in the dirt. No one tried to pick him up and put him back on a horse. Several of the other riders behind Martin got tangled up in the situation of Martin's horse being shot, and they fell as well. When the rest of the lead group were about 100 yards away, still charging toward Ross and the others, Ross put another round into another horse which went down hard and again took 2 or 3 others with it. 1 or 2 men came up with rifles and started shooting toward the wagon. Ralph shot one of them, and the man went down and didn't move. The other one was shot by Ross. He flew backwards about a foot when the buffalo gun round hit him in center mass of the chest, and he and the other rider died almost side by side.